Yo, what's good YouTube? I'm Petti, back with another video, and in today's video I'm bringing you the best cards to snipe day one. So there's a lot of speculation around sniping. Nobody really knows how the auction house really is going to work come 2K19. My hope is that it caps out at 1 million and not 100,000. That is all I'm really worried about. The rest I don't really care about the settings or anything, because I'm going to be able to snipe either way. So my hope is that 2K is doing it right, and they bring in 1 million at a cap and not 100,000 like the past two 2Ks, because that really lowers everybody's prices overall, and it makes cards fall off in price way quicker than they should. So the first cards that you're going to want to snipe day one is cards from collections with good rewards. So most of the time, like collections that have good rewards, like around the first time that the game comes out, those cards usually end up going for a lot. Like even the bronzes will probably go for like 5k minimum sometimes, depending on how good the collection is. Like there was a reward this year, like 2K18, that came out, and like I think it was the Magic collection, maybe in 2K17. The bronze cards were literally going for 5,000k plus MT, and that was the bronze card, so that's pretty insane. So I would really recommend looking out for what the best collections are that year, what the best historic collections are. So I'd really recommend searching through all the collections and looking at the rewards, because I know for a fact that the best collection rewards will have the players in there, will be really highly priced, and you're really going to want to snipe those players come every single refresh. Trust me, you'll gain a lot of profit. I've done it in the past, and it's really worth it. The second people that you should be sniping in the game are the highest rated players in the game, such as Lebron, James Harden. You're going to want to snipe Ben Simmons, like people that are really high rated. I really wouldn't recommend sniping them more than every other thing. Maybe every now and then you can snipe these cards, because it's going to be really hard to get them. Not a lot of people who really put those up for that cheap that you're really going to want to be able to snipe them, but they are really you can make a lot of profit off of them, because they are the highest rated players in the game, and they're obviously going to go for a lot more than every single other card in the game. So sniping those isn't a bad idea, but it's not the best. You can make a lot of MT off of it either way. The third best cards that you're going to want to be sniping day one are the higher priced badges, such as deep range Deadeye, limitless range, corner specialist, defensive stopper, etc. Most of the higher rated badges are usually the shooting badges, or the badges that are really hyped. Defensive stoppers, it's in there because you really kind of want defense, and having defensive stopper on your players is actually really helpful. Defensive stoppers are a really good badge, so that's why it goes for a lot. So you're going to want to really do your research around what badges go for the most, but most of the time it's usually just shooting badges. So either way, you can just search up shooting. If you really don't know and you're too lazy to look, you could always search up shooting badges. They always go for a lot, because shooting is essential in 2K. No matter what 2K, honestly, if they say they patched it or not, 2K shooting is always going to be a thing, and honestly shooting is always way too overpowered every single year. So I would really recommend going for shooting badges. The next card that you guys are going to want to be looking for are playbooks with cheese plays. So every year there's a playbook that has a cheese play, or a couple of cheese plays or whatever, and by cheese plays I mean plays in the playbook that are crazily cheese, such as 5 out or 6-3 fist in 2K15. Those plays were absolutely insane, and everybody used them like crazy, and everybody wanted those playbooks. Literally the playbooks were going for 5k a piece, so you can easily make good profit off of that if you snipe them for cheap and resell them back. So even if you don't want to snipe anything crazy and you don't want a lot of competition, you could always go and snipe these playbooks, because not a lot of, there is going to be people sniping them, but if you're quick enough you can easily out snipe them. There's not really going to be that many people sniping playbooks anyway, so you're going to want to be able to go snipe those. That's honestly easy profit that you can make. Playbooks usually the cheese playbooks go for a lot, so you're going to want to make sure you do your research, check out what the best playbooks are. Go on YouTube, just search up best playbooks in 2K19 when the game drops. The fifth set of cards that you're going to want to be sniping day one are the taller centers, because people really like buying them because they think that they can just grab rebounds like crazy, such as George Mirsan or Manu Bol. Those are two centers that really usually go for a lot of MT. It's because they're 7'7", 7'6", and stuff like that, and that's actually really cheesy. Getting rebounds is so easy, and they're honestly really high demand, and a lot of people want them just because of their height. So you're gonna want to be able to look out for cards like that. So make sure you go search up those two players, for example. There's usually a lot of cheese centers, so you can honestly just search up the best centers in the game on YouTube or on Google. So the sixth set of cards that you guys want to be sniping day one are the heat check cards. I've said this in the past, and I'm going to say it in the future. You're really going to want to snipe these heat check cards, because when their rating goes up, they're really gonna be like, their price is also gonna go up too. Like if you could buy a base heat check like LeBron for cheap, and then when he goes crazy, he goes off, the price for him in the auction house is obviously gonna go up, and you're gonna want to get him early so you can sell him later for more. Trust me, you might have to put a lot in, like you're gonna have to take out a lot of your MT to buy these cards, but you're gonna be making a lot of profit off of it in the long run, and you really want to be thinking in the long run rather than the short run. So honestly, spending that extra couple 10,000 MT on that card, on that LeBron, might be worth it, because you might be able to get like a lot more back once he really goes off. Now, I do not know if heat check cards are gonna be sellable, because I know that you get them from pre-ordering the game, so I'm really not 100% sure like how it's honestly gonna work, but I'm really hoping that they are sellable, and if they are, you're gonna want to pick them up really early. The next set of cards that you guys are going to want to pick up first day, like Snipe, are the harder cards to pull and the cards that have like higher demand. So every year there's like random cards that are like extremely hard to pull, that are like really rare, and you're gonna want to be on the lookout for those cards, because a lot of times there's like a lot of those cards. Maybe there's a couple of them, like 2 of them, 3 of them. I remember in 2K15 Deandre Jordan, he was a silver card. It was just kind of random that he was rare, but he was really rare, and he was usually the one that people waited for to complete the Clippers collection, and he went for like 10-15k. Usually most years Kyle Korver's a good silver that people put up for a lot, because he has a crazy 3-pointer, and for like a silver player, how cheap he is, he's usually on the market for like 10k, 15k. So he's honestly a good person that you're going to want to look out for. He's pretty trustworthy every year on the auction house, that he will be going for like a lot of MT, because people really want that 3-pointer off of him. So you're going to want to be looking for those cards that are harder to pull, and those cards that have really high demand that people are going to want, that are cheap and easy, and like just silver gold cards that are pretty cheese. Most of the time it's going to be like people with 3-pointers, because people really just look for the 3-pointer. So anyways, that's all I have for you guys for this video. You guys have to remember that the game hasn't dropped yet, and we don't really have too much news on the auction house yet. So what I'm saying is really speculation and stuff from the past. But honestly, I really don't think I'm wrong, because most of this stuff is the same every single year. So I think it's pretty trustworthy. So anyway, guys, my question of the day today is, what cards are you going to be sniping day one? Let me know down in the comment section below what you guys are going to be sniping. Me personally, I'm probably going to be going for highest players in the game and cards from collections with the rewards, because you can always make good MT off of those things. Anyways, I'd like to thank you guys so much for watching this video. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe if you're new, and peace out.